Growing up in the church, I had always had a great deal of respect for the office of elder. When I received the nomination to become an elder, it took me by surprise in the sense of I didn't feel like I was ready for that role. I felt I was young, but I went through a period of discernment and a lot of prayer and seeking counsel. And there's the old saying that God doesn't call the equipped; He equips the called. And I've certainly felt that and have experienced that through my time on the session. As those out there are considering a nomination, I would encourage you to look for ways to make it happen. Our church needs strong lay leaders. It needs people that are willing to discern the will of God for our church, and it also leads you to on a path of amazing personal spiritual growth. I believe that the officer nominating committee process is one of the most important ones within our church, and it is a charge for all of us in the congregation to think very carefully about who we would nominate to serve in the office of elder or deacon. It's something that we should not take lightly, that we should look first to Scripture through. 1 Timothy chapter 3 talks about the qualifications for both offices. And starting there and then thinking through where you see those type of individuals within our church body is the best way to start, and looking for those that have a vested interest in our church, who are committed members and love HP Pres. And then ultimately praying for those individuals, that the Lord would work on their hearts to accept the calling. Each of us bring to the room different life experiences, and particularly different perspectives on HP Pres, and where we see the need for within the church. But what's amazing is the way that while we bring those individual feelings and perspectives to the room, we're united in a common calling from the Lord to discern His will for HP Pres. And it's something that everyone takes seriously and is able to miraculously come together and through one voice decide on a path forward for their HP Pres. I think being an elder has been one of the more enriching spiritual events of my life, and it has certainly deepened my relationship with the Lord and really deepened my love for HP Pres and the commitment that our church have for making disciples of Christ. It's really encouraged me and has really inspired me to, now that I'm off the session, to find other ways to serve the church, because I feel like that is our continual charge as leaders of this church, is to find ways to advance our vision. My prayer for HP Pres is that we would hold to our vision to lead all generations to become transformed followers of Christ, and for the flourishing of our city and beyond. We have exciting times ahead of us through expansion into our new campus, through various church plans and ministry opportunities, and I think the time is perfect to live up to that vision and to really help our church to flourish. And that's my prayer for our church and for this next class of officers, that they would embrace that. And I think they have an exciting next few years ahead.